Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? I think at this point we can finally say to ourselves, it's been confirmed. He's actually gonna make it. Directed by the man himself, Hayao Miyazaki, this will be his last feature film that he's going to make, just like he says every time he comes out of retirement. Just a few months back in May was when he announced that he's coming out of retirement in preparation for production on a new feature film based on a CG short he made called Boro the Caterpillar that they wanted to finish before 2020 ends. With a description like, it tells the tale of a tiny hairy caterpillar, so tiny that it may be easily squished with your fingers, I'm already super hyped to see what kind of magic Miyazaki will use to make the mundane so magical again. At that point, not everyone was convinced that this movie was actually going to happen, but more recently, Miyazaki himself has confirmed that the staff have officially moved in-house in July, and each department of the production staff has returned to the same place as before in past productions, with some modifications to the layout. We are entering full-fledged production, and so there you have it. Everyone is back to work, and not only that, they are actually recruiting a lot more people to work on this new project, and while doing so, they found a ton of applications from overseas. For the last project, they only received a handful of them from foreigners, but this time around, apparently they've been getting waves and waves of people abroad wanting to work for them. They think it might be because Ghibli is more exposed to the world and getting more popular as seen by the amount of visitors they get at their Ghibli museum, which in case if you haven't gone, should be one of the top priorities for you when you visit Japan. Unfortunately, if you still wanted to apply, the application process is over, and they will begin to do the screening in September. Now, something to note here is that the contract is for 3 years starting in October 2017, which means production is projected to end somewhere before then, but if that's any indication of when they expect the work to finish and come out, it's probably going to be the end of 2020 unlike the 2019 release date they were reportedly aiming for earlier. Now, 2020 is a big year for Ghibli, because not only is the movie slated to release for 2020, a Studio Ghibli theme park is also going to open up in 2020. The first phase of the theme park is set to revolve around Miyazaki's classic My Neighbor Totoro, which is perfect because a replication of Mei and Sasuke's house is already built in 2005 on the 20,000 acres of land they're using for the theme park. But as with all theme parks, not all of it will be used for the attractions, just like how with Disney World's around 30,000 acres of land, only 35% of it is actually developed. So if you think about it, this Ghibli theme park is going to be similar in size to the world's biggest Disney World, and that is freaking huge. But if Totoro is not your favorite Ghibli movie, don't worry because Totoro is only the first phase, and there will be tons of other attractions that will be based on other Ghibli films later. They hope to have this theme park open before the 2020 Olympics to attract even more people, and I gotta say, I am way more hyped for this theme park than the Olympics. Maybe that's just me though. Anyways, what do you guys think of the new upcoming Ghibli movie and Ghibli theme parks for 2020? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for Tokyosaurus for the latest things people are talking about in Japan. Thanks for watching, see you guys in the next one.